Good morning. So today I want to talk about polymaths, multipotentiality, and me, I guess. So for me, I guess the way that I think about things is that I always have like loads of interests on the go. So it's not as if I ever am concentrating on one thing. Like at the moment, there's sewing, there's my coding projects, my writing projects. What else is there? Ukulele, keyboard, learning Yoruba, which is my parents' language. Well, my mother tongue, whatever you say, yeah, blah blah. That's 7. Oh, exercise, of course, which everyone should be doing anyway, if you're able to. Social justice sort of stuff, and work. I think that's most of them. I've probably forgotten some. Oh, and events, but obviously because of coronavirus, everything is out of whack. But yeah, those are the main ones. And yeah, I think it's for me, it's not really reasonable to expect me to just concentrate on one thing, because I know a lot of advice is like, you need to put your 10,000 hours in and make sure that you become an expert in one field, and then you can tackle the next 12 things or whatever it is, one decade at a time. And I'm like, no, that's boring, and I wouldn't be happy just trying to concentrate on one thing. So I'm trying out concentrating on a lot of things. Well, not concentrating, prioritizing one or two things, but doing a lot so that I don't get bored and that I can see what I actually enjoy. Because like lettering was a priority for a little while, but then I was like, I feel that my taste gap, which by that I mean, I think it was Ira Glass who talks about how first you learn how to see something. So say you're trying to be an artist, and the speed at which you learn how to understand what good art is much faster than the speed at which you can actually learn to paint or draw or whatever. So your taste gap is large and you feel like crushed in what you're making. I think for me, the taste gap is very small and my skills are small. So I'm like, oh, that's good. And also, I don't see why my things are bad compared to other people. So I need to work on that. But though that does sound like my taste gap is bigger, doesn't it? But I'll work on that. But yeah, like lettering feels like it's going to be a lot of work to get to the point where I want to be. And also to feel like I have the taste that I want to have, because I'm not that skilled at visual stuff. So I've split that by the wayside for now. But that makes space for other projects, which is good. So yeah. What else was I thinking? With polymath / multipotentialite. Multipotentialite is just another way of saying it, like people who want to try and be good at lots of things or have lots of interests, basically. I don't know if multipotentialite is more or less pretentious than polymath, but I always used to love people who call themselves polymaths, but it depends on which dictionary you use. Lots of them have like softer definitions of it. So just people who are interested in a lot of things, or trying to be good at a lot of things is what I would say. But yeah, I think if I try and be like 0.01% better at things every day, then eventually I will end up with being a lot better. And I know it's not realistic to always, even though it sounds very small, to always increase by that much. Like someone saying like you'll be like 37% better if you increase 1% every day. But over years, like I'll link to an example, someone was saying that, and if you can do one press up today and you get 1% better every day, in 10 years you'll be able to do 1,800 press ups. And it's like, I don't think that's possible for a human, but so 1% seems unrealistic, but 0.01, yeah, I guess I could do that. So I'll give it a try and see how I go. It was inspired by a Beeminder post, which Beeminder is an app where you can stake money to meet your goals. So say you want to write a certain number of words a day, you can put money online and say, if I don't write them, then find me, which is cool, and it goes to either charity or the company. So yeah, I really like Beeminder. I'll link to them in the show notes. It was a post that someone posted in their forum about them trying to do this and people being like disbelieving of their ability to do that, even though they said 0.1%, I think. But I get why they would say it's too hard. It's very difficult when you're doing things that are hard to measure, like how do you get 0.01% better at sewing? Like you can sew on a button, you can sew in a straight line, but it's like those aren't linear things, I guess. So it's very difficult sometimes. I think with things that are easy to measure, like if I was doing Spanish on Duolingo, or what else is there? Don't think of other things. Oh, like Project Euler, which is like a coding program where you solve problems and they gradually get harder, but you have like a tick or a cross about whether or not you solved it, so that's easy to measure. But I think in general things aren't that easy, so I don't know, all you can do is focus on trying to make sure you push yourself all the time. Well, not all the time, as much as possible. As much as possible is my new mantra, I think. Like, have a good day as far as possible. Yeah, but have a good day as far as possible. Push yourself as far as possible. Do everything as much as possible. But make sure you don't push yourself too hard. Make sure to rest, as it's foundational. But yeah, rambling a bit today. I didn't do my intro, so yeah, anyway. Hope you have a good day.